In today's video, we are going to be teaching you the 5 laws to become a Gorilla Tag Pro. But with no further hesitation, let's get straight into the video. The first law we have is Law 1, Master the movement in Gorilla Tag. I'll show you how to do that really quick. You want to go in a path that you feel most comfortable with. So for example, in my previous videos, you normally see me doing this sometimes, because I feel comfortable with it. Or sometimes like this, because I'm also comfortable with that too. Go with moves that make you comfortable. Don't do like moves like that makes you uncomfortable or whatever, like one arm movement, because that makes me really uncomfortable. I don't like to do that. Okay, let's move on to law number 2. Law 2, map knowledge is key. And what I mean by this is learning the map. It doesn't matter if you're on forest, city, or mountains. The reason why you want to learn this law is because so you have a visual perspective about this map. Because all you know, if you're a new player to Gorilla Tag, or just an average player at best, then you probably don't know the full layout of the map. If you know the full layout of the map, then you immediately have the upper advantage over lava monkeys. Because you know where to go in your mind, and you can feel confident. When confidence is coursing through your veins and stuff, you have the power to think outside the box from other Gorilla Tag players. You have to think very closely on where you're gonna go. By knowing this law, you can go really anywhere, to be honest. Like any hiding spot, or if you just want to be an absolute sweat to society, then from map knowledge, you can pretty much know where every tree is and go to that specific route. So, like how I'm doing. I know where every tree is, so I know where to go for it. And this is why I use Law 2 to help me. Law 3, learn how to read your opponents like a book. By learning this law, you can apply it to your opponents. So let's say, think about this scenario, okay? Think about it. Let's say you have like probably like 3 lava monkeys chasing you, and one is planning to do something. Like that could be either jumping you from behind, or just planning to rush you straight ahead. But you don't know that, because you don't really know how to read your opponent's moves, because you're so caught up in the heat of the moment. So this is why it's important to learn Law 3. By predicting your opponent's moves, you will have the upper advantage, because if there's lava monkeys chasing you, you can easily probably dodge it or juke them. So here's a quick example. Let's say I go up here, right? No, actually we'll put me in another scenario. Let's say I go up right here. Right here. And let's say one lava monkey's right there. Another one is like right there ready to tag me or something. And then there's one over there but coming towards my way. Now obviously, you'll think to yourself, probably think to yourself, is what I can do is just probably jump to the next branch. But what can likely happen is that monkey right there can probably run up over here and then If he's pretty good, he can probably tag you. And you can probably say, I can just probably wall climb. Unless, if that person is very good at wall climbing, then you're done for. And then that person, if you go behind there, then you're done. So the only reasonable thing to do is to go over here. But you'll be setting yourself in a dead center. So, for Law 3, this is where it applies. Read your opponents like a book. Look at them and look at their hand movements. Look where they're gonna go. Normally if their hands are left, like this, they're getting kind of ready to, like left or right, it doesn't matter. They're getting ready to jump you or something. If they're not doing anything, like they're just doing this, nothing. They're not planning to do nothing yet. So you have time to prepare. If you see them turn around at any moment, take that opportunity to get the heck out of there. So he's looking back, jump, go up here, jump up here, and then if you know how to do this, there you go. Read your opponents like a book. That's all that is. Once you master this technique, oh lord, ain't nobody stopping you. Alright, let's move on to Law 4. Law 4. Utilize teamwork and communication. By adapting this law, you are able to listen and know where lava monkeys are. Believe it or not. Now, let me explain how this law actually works. How this law works in the first place is, if you have a teammate that you play with or whatever, then you can specifically ask them, where are you, or is a lava monkey chasing me by now, or something like that. And they'll probably respond or whatever to yes or no, or yes, I mean, a chase with one. But if you don't have a teammate or somebody to play with, then it's time to teach you how I play or whatever with this law. But I play with it a little differently with Law 4. Instead of utilize teammate with, instead of talking to your teammates, actually Law 4, for your own words, shut up and listen. That is Law 4 for people who work alone in Gorilla Tag. By utilizing this law, just shut up and listen. People will panic sometimes, which gives a sign they are being chased, which is very good. Now, the benefit to you is you know where every lava monkey in this map is, but you can be saying to yourself, well, I can just go up here or any high place and look for lava monkeys. That is true, but if you have no time to go there, then that law will definitely improve your hearing skills in Gorilla Tag. So, yeah. This is a very good law just to remember to learn. Alright, let's move on to Law 5. If you've been watching this video from start to end and learning all these tips, well, these laws or whatever, to help you, that's good. And make sure you probably consider liking and subscribing to my videos, so, yeah. But, let's move on to the 5th law. The 5th law of today. The 5th law is to practice. Final law, like I said, is practice. Now I know some people are going to click off after I say this, but listen, you gotta practice everything, okay? You gotta practice. Like, you have to practice no matter what. You can't just learn all these skills or laws, whatever you want to call them, in one day. You have to stick to them. It doesn't matter. You have to. It took me a long time to learn these laws. I'll tell you that for sure. I didn't adapt them until like 1 day or two. You have to learn them. This is why I call the 5th law practice, practice, practice. You need to practice on these laws or any mechanics to help you. If you don't put in the time and effort, then you won't achieve any results. If you do put in the time and effort, then you'll achieve something that you never think it was possible in the first place. But no matter what, this is actually the most important law out of all of them. The law 5. Practice, 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 like I said. Law 5 is the most important, and I recommend sticking with that single law. If I had to recommend any law for today, it's law 5. Practice, practice, practice. You've got to practice no matter what. It's just a thing. How do you think all the other YouTubers got where they are? They practiced. By applying that law, by applying this law, you're going to be able to achieve results you never achieved before. You probably won't be stuck at that level as you used to be. And 3, one day you might end up being kind of like a monster in Gorilla Tag. And what I mean by that, I mean by that in a good way. Whatever you've been trying to accomplish for a while, it's finally going to come in your hands. Make sure you adapt this law. Since you learned the 5 laws I use in my videos always for Gorilla Tag. Oh gosh, my headset. Please consider liking and subscribing my video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!